25 minutes to 1 o'clock. Anzi, Namai Blacks in Norton. Becky, why didn't you go with Daddy Pulse? Vachirera mwana. So listen, I was with Daddy Pulse.
You were?
Yes, Tantri Tose na Baba Pulse vacho. Ndo vanga vachitochengeta mwana vachibatsana na tete while mommy was doing her emceeing stuff. But you know, it gets to a point where the baby's like, I'm so done with all of you. Can I just have my mother? Yeah. We got George, a billionaire, in the building. And George was celebrating his birthday over the weekend. Holla, Mr. Billionaire. Another year, dude.
Another year. Holla. Big shout
holla.
out to all the amazing pulsars. I got messages, Becky, from people
I love it.
I did not know. And, you know, we listened to you. Happy birthday.
Yeah.
And it was nice. And I always tell people, happy birthday as a message is good. But please know there are other ways to celebrate people in the form of gifts. And I tell you this, it's always good to get some form of appreciation. I tell people this all the time.
Happy birthday!
Becky K, I wish people could see what is happening here in the studio. Wow. Big shout out to Becky K, who's just given me a couple. And I can tell you, a couple of blue notes in the building. Becky K.
And a couple of
I love that. A couple. Becky K, appreciate you.
I'm going to believe it's
No, it's okay, Becky. Thank you so much.
Business.
Yeah. No, thanks, Becky. And thank you to everybody who celebrated my birthday with me. It's not only my birthday, it was also my wedding anniversary.
Oh, yeah. So tell me, how did you do it? You were planning it all along so that you don't forget? Because we know how men are with remembering stuff.
No, so what happened many years back, a lot of family members couldn't be there on the next weekend in 2009 when I got married. So we had to pull the wedding back a week so that most relatives will be there. But I mean, it's an amazing memory for me. So you celebrate both wedding.
My picture in 2009.
We thank the Lord.
We thank the Lord for His grace and mercy.
There's one where the madam is hugging him from behind here. And I got food.
It is well.
The Lord Jesus is on the throne.
Yes, the journey has been amazing. You know, life is a special thing to celebrate.
Yeah.
And I tell people all the time, any opportunity, don't wait to be celebrated. Make sure you celebrate your birthday. And my friends really went all out. I had amazing Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of people just really showing mad love. And it's important. Let's give each other flowers whilst we're still there.
True.
And let's make amazing memories. Thank you so much for that, Becky. And thank you for these blue notes. What a way to start the week. Thanks, Becky K. Norma Nice, are you about to counter? Are you about to do something? Okay, she's twinking at me after the show. It's okay, Norma.
We got you.
Yeah.
We got you. So today's show is a bit different, guys. We are wrapping up this year and we're doing it in style. It being December, the key month that we've all been hustling towards. Normally at the end of the year, people are trying to just consolidate everything. What did I do? What didn't I do? Did the business work out? Didn't it work out? Did I even start the business? You know, for some people, it's like, I was still, okay, sorry. Because we're always telling them, but you don't wait for capital. I can go meet that capital. But anyway, so we've been running Hustle Hard all year, and we've heard from people whose lives have been impacted by the show. Now it's time to flip the script. We have some listeners who wanted to ask George, our expert, some burning questions. And if you're listening and you want to ask George something, send your questions through onto our WhatsApp platform, which is 0719 100 404, or you can give us a call on 077 2269 241. So tune in as we get into Hustle Hard with George, a billionaire, and we also hear from our listeners. But today in studio, we have a mentee with us who's going to be speaking to George and telling him her story. She's an entrepreneur. She's someone who is like looking forward to life. She really wants to make the most out of her life. So we're going to hear from her. She's in studio with us. So when we're on Hustle Hard, we don't say hi, how are you? We say holla, holla. Okay. So Hala hala Ethel, how you doing?
Hala hala.
I like it. I like it.
I like it. Should I hala hala?
Like it for the
I like it.
pirates.
I like it.
Yes, yes, yes.
Tell us about yourself, Ethel.
All right, I'm Ethel Chimvanda, age 22.
Mm-hmm.
I have been in this business whole thing since I would say since I was young, because I was born and bred in a family where all we did was business.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Apparently, my dad was reverend. He's now retired. Was a reverend at the United Methodist Church.
Okay.
And my mom was a businesswoman.
Mhm.
So with dad being a reverend, mom always did Vaisona Majuzi. So we did most of the Jesus Emma mission schools.
Okay.
Yes.
That's big.
Besides that, tairima futi, taita shekurima.
Mhm.
So we'd also supply, I still remember when I was still young, we supplied huts or primary and high school
Mhm.
with vegetables, because my dad at that time Wavari DS and Motari.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I grew up ndishingona business all the time wherever I am. But with parents, my parents, my dad really wanted me to be a doctor.
Doctor, engineer,
Imagine
all of that.
I'll tell you that ndakaende kuchikoro. I learned it twice all high school, from primary and high school.
Mm-hmm.
And he actually forced me to do sciences. I did not want. Like, I said anymore with sciences
Because
I wanted to be in the commercials class.
Okay.
But he was like, no, go to sciences because I want to doctor here. So I finished my O levels. Then I told him, you know what? I think it's high time I do what I want, because Nagato Foida physics and chem on purpose, because I did not want to do A level.
Girl, that was risky though.
Yes. So A level, he was like, it's fine. Now do what you want. And I took the opportunity and I did commercials and I passed my 4 A-level subjects.
Oh.
So soon after that, I did not manage to go to uni because apparently as soon as the results came, my dad was stroke. So the mom, you see, this is the reason why I wanted to be in the commercials class and take commercials and not to fully be part of the commercials. I started working. At that time, I was also into modeling. So I still remember I did Miss Super Eminency, and then I managed to be one of the brand ambassadors that they took. And at that show, these modeling shows, different people.
Yeah.
So some certain brands noticed me because I still remember I was 19, I was the youngest, and I was competing with people who were 23, 27, 25.
Right.
And I was picked as the brand ambassador, which was a plus for me, and I was very happy. So at that age, I started working with brands. So I've worked with Pepsi. You've seen me on Pepsi ads. I've worked with OK Stores. I managed to be a brand ambassador for OK Stores. And I've worked with other clothing brands in Zimbabwe. So soon after that, I then started working with different type of people. And my last job, where I was working, they were no longer paying me. So these guys, Banwari into business in Zimbabwe, if you are young and they see that you've got the potential, they will do anything. Because imagine, I was just 19, 20, I did not have any responsibilities except just giving my mom some expenses at the Eco Hospital and all.
Okay.
So they ended up not paying me. And Randid Wadaguti, all right, I'm very good at this to the extent if I'm to create a video right now, it's about 20,000 views in one day. Yes.
But my brand ambassador.
Yes,
to now.
To who are my clients, but you guys are failing to pay me. Do you know Kesha Mari to this extent, but you guys are failing to pay me.
Right.
So it actually motivated me because I was a marketer. I was business. Let me start my own. So when I was working there, ndakabva my own thrifting. Trust me, I was only 20, but I would go kumbari. Choose I would come steamer. And I'm glad to say one of my clients were Vanoshanda Kuzimworks,
Yeah.
They knew me, but they would come, what do you have this time around? And I'm doing well. So I did not stop there. I expanded it. Inini personally, I'm so into accessories. So I added the whole thing, trendy accessories. And I still remember that time, Pinda Stanley Cups. Trust me, I was one of the
The girl with my
people
Stanley.
Yes,
Yes.
I think by now everyone, even up to now, when you're 20 Stanley, because I sold, I think kind of 5,000 Anshika, because I ended up to Tora out of the country, you know, Ndichitengesa. I ended up to supply even my corporates, my companies.
Nice.
But that's
Nice.
dine potential, and it was doing very well. So it actually motivated me in Kati, and here I am today.
So looking at your profile, you've got a background of business. Your parents were entrepreneurial. They didn't want to sit down. They were either farming or making jerseys and supplying at a larger scale. So we've got Boss Babe store for accessories and gifts that has been running for 2 years now. A bike delivery service that has been running for 7 months now. Muno wanu, my business. And then you've got the Style Hive for outfits and bags running successfully for 3 months now. So your main goal is to run these businesses at a larger scale and be one of the biggest companies in Zimbabwe, as well as it still is like a lucrative industry that you are in, so you want to attract more customers. You still want to fully engage with corporates in the gifts and branding sector. So you being in studio today, you want George to help you with what exactly? What advice are you looking for? What's the big question? Okay, this is what I'm doing right now, but I need help in.
Alright, so my biggest part that I need help with is how do I deal with corporates and companies? Because I think you understand with these guys, very professional and all that. So like recently, the gift and the Boss Babe store in my gifts, we do gifts, whether my birthday gift as well as my corporate gifts. So recently we did some key holders for a construction company. So after Taita, first of all, Takavapa a sample because they approached us, but Takavapa a sample of the key holders. Then the Bayenda. Then when they came back, Takuvapa the final products, there were 100 of them. And they're like, size ya changer for these key holders. Mind you, when we discussed everything, they were very particular about the font and everything, but as for size, they had not said anything about it. So in this case, we actually told them, Kuti, this is a prompt order yamaita. We need to source Kuti Nato Pitration really, you know, perfect and nice. But they ended up blaming us, Kuti no, Nakutu dot change the size and all that.
Okay.
So the main help that I need is how do I get to talk to these companies, these corporates? How do I approach them? We do this, and what are the factors that I'm supposed to outline to them so that everything goes well and we don't have to, you know, end up in heated arguments.
Wow, okay. So big shout out to Ethel.
Oh yeah, a big
A
one.
big shout out, you know.
Yeah.
A
I
big
wish
one.
we had that clapping icon.
Oh wait, it's there. Hold up. Let me do it.
Big shout out to
Let's
Ethel.
do it.
Big shout out to
Here we
Ethel.
go.
Before I even begin speaking, we just need to, you know, clap hands for a young Zimbabwean who is actually making a plan and doing something. So for me, again, Ethel, I'm very proud of you. And I'm very proud of the fact that, and this is a big aha moment for many parents out there. You know, Ethel's message and story alone should minister to people in so many ways, even before I start answering your question, because she's making a plan with her life, because it's her life. Many parents have told their kids to study things that they don't want to, but had she done the sciences, I can tell you there's so many parents right now who want their kids to go a specific career path, but your life and your kids' life are totally different. Support your child in what they want to do.
Yeah.
And look at it now. Ethel is now a brand ambassador. She's working elsewhere. Now she's taking care of that same dad and mom who used to tell her, no, itama science, you must be a doctor. So her message alone, and this is why we always say success leaves clues. And I love it. Today it's coming from somebody in their very early 20s. This is not George telling you, you must believe in yourself, you must start, you must. And we've become, especially Africans, we've become a generation who likes to blame demons and so many things
We will
for
blame
hindering our
them.
progress.
We will blame
You know, there's kune mweya wekumusha uri kutikanganisa.
blamer.
Unfortunately, there's no spirit that has steered Ethel to go back, but she took a decision say, listen, I'm good at this and this is what I'm going to do. Ethel, from your question, one thing about the corporate world, especially in the industry that you're in, they like a word called consistency, right? If you show me a product that you're going to deliver to me, and you show me this is what it's going to look like, and then you bring something that does not look like what you brought, you're going to have a problem, and people most of the time won't even pay you. So what's always good, especially in business, always bring anything. Like even if you're designing a flyer or making a sample of a work suit, or if you're going to brand, people's corporate wear, you must bring a sample and have it proof signed. Not Becky said it's okay or Norma said it's
So
okay.
paperwork.
So you must have a way of saying, we came with the sample, we showed Becky, your marketing manager, she signed over here to say go ahead and print according to the sample that I brought. Now when I, as the boss of the organization, where Becky and Norma are working and they bring that to me, I'll tell them, no, but this is not what you showed me. We don't want this. So it goes back to you. It's not that the company is being harsh on you. And this is the most important thing, especially in business. You learn as you go. So I would say to you, Ethel, this is something that you should have looked into, because there are others who would take them and say, it's okay, it's no different. But there are others who say, we specifically want this cup with exactly what's written and nothing else. If you now bring a red cap, it doesn't go with our corporate colors. To you, it may be okay. So always make sure you have a proofread, communication, leave paper trail. People should be able to say, on the 13th or 15th of December, we sent you an email, we sent you a physical copy, and we said we're going ahead to print. Thank God it's 100 key holders. I can only imagine if they were 10,000 for a national thing, and then now you've made them, and we're not going to pay you. Because most corporates will say, we'll pay you upon delivery, or we'll give you such and such a percentage. And you use your capital reserve to process this order because you're anticipating you get paid. And then I'm going to be like, sorry, these are not the Pro Air red and blue colors. We're not taking it. And then what are you going to do? So I think for that, it's important to make sure you proofread, make sure you speak to somebody in the department, they sign exactly what you said you're going to do, and then I don't think you'll have any problems. Question answered.
Yes.
Yeah. Did you get the help that you were looking for?
I did.
All right. So that's on scaling up and focusing mainly on corporate companies. In terms of your finances, how good are your finances?
With finances, I'll say I'm not bad with finances, because I'd say I haven't really grown Shekuti, I can say that Okura. No. But I've managed to buy a car for myself, because Nakawa Nakuti, most of the events
Becky
I'm
K.
doing it-
Becky
She's
K.
doing.
I mean,
Doing the
do you know,
things.
when we are talking on Hustle Hard, I love the fact that we've got, how old are you? Mind I ask?
23, yeah.
23. It's not good to ask a lady her age, but I just
You know
did.
what? Before a certain age, we will say the age very nicely.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
am this, I am
There's
this.
a-
And then we
another
hit
one.
this certain age.
And then no
Yeah.
longer,
Stop,
no
we're not
longer.
doing that.
Yes.
Imagine a 23-year-old who's decided to make a plan and start where they are. I love these type of stories, because this is what young Zimbabweans and young Africans need to understand. Business, there's no pro in business. You learn as you go. Like she's saying, she doesn't understand her finances yet. But that's great. But you know what? Chakakosha is Watanga. We love the quote, "The journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step."
Yeah.
She's already on step 5. There are others who are still thinking, should I start? And look, a 23-year-old who's bought her own car, taking care of her parents, and doing things, not waiting for any man to take care of her needs, which is what a lot of girls, especially this age, are looking up to. They are waiting for somebody to take care of their needs.
Yeah.
But look, this girl, and Becky, because of what she said, I'm personally also going to support your business.
Oh,
And
wow.
make sure that
Yes.
this December,
Oh, yeah.
you must definitely do something, because it's nice for somebody who has started something to then also get support so that they can level up. And I personally also want to make you come on to the GB mentorship.
Yeah.
And I want to help you. I want a year from now, Becky, to be able to come back and see how far she's scaled up. She's got one car now, but all she needs with her business is just the right direction, who to go to. We need to make sure, like we answered earlier on, she perfects her deliveries and make sure that she makes according to what she's doing.
Yeah.
And in this country, imagine how many female entrepreneurs we don't have. There are not a lot of them. They're not, to be honest.
Successful ones.
They're
huh?
not. And with
Right,
her, look,
right.
she's multitasking her. And for me, that's a huge thing. And I'm hoping people who are listening and watching can actually take a leaf from this to say, it doesn't matter how young you are. Start. Do what everybody else is not doing. I can tell you by 30, she's going to be a household name
True.
in the industry that she's in. But that's because she has more years ahead of others who are just standing and listening.
Perfect.
And how long have we been on the show, Becky? Many years.
Yeah.
But how many people have actually done something deliberately with the words that we speak on this show? Not many. But look, a young girl decided to change the course of her life.
Yeah.
She decided to take control of her ship. Not what her parents are saying. And it sounds so similar to my story. My father also wanted me to go that way, but I decided to go this way. And imagine what she will become in many years, especially with just getting grounded mentorship and understanding that her finances need to be dealt with well. I can tell you, this is Zimbabwe, watch out. We got a young, amazing entrepreneur by the name Ethel,
Absolutely.
who is doing amazing things.
This listener
Wow.
says, "Uyu achazotitukisa uyu na George nasi."
Aiwa, matuita basa, because George akaramba chikotaura the same message. It's good to have people in the studio who are actually in the same country, Becky. George keeps hammering and keeps putting people on the spot to say, why are you not starting? But here we are, and I'm so chuffed to see, especially the young people, doing something. They're not relying and waiting for the government. You know my story. They're not
Yes,
waiting for
yeah.
a hand up. They're not looking for capital. She started where she's at with what she had. She found out the job, which George always talks about.
Always talking
Haasi
about.
kubhadharwa zvokumufadza. I will not know. Let me step outside the box. Let me start something. And look, this is all that we always keep talking about it. But today we have
A perfect example.
somebody in studio
Yeah.
who I had never met, who's
Yeah.
telling you similar story about me.
To what you
And what have we always said? Success leaves clues. And here already, without my story, even I was inspired. I am a parent also.
Yeah.
And I also may want to put my kids in a certain direction. That oh wow, I shouldn't. I should let the amazing G's choose their own path of life. And not for me to say, I'm your father, I pay your fees.
what you're
You
gonna
must
do."
do this. Because imagine, just now, Gaby, George, Gugu are going to be at the Olympics swimming, playing hockey, or doing something, and then they're taking care of me.
True
But
story.
if I say, no, you can't do this.
But
I will-
that's working in your favor because they love the whole idea of being part of the sports arena.
Yeah.
They love it. So Ethel, before we close it off, George is always talking about mentors and being in the right circles. Who are your mentors and what kind of friends do you have?
Well, I wanted to ask him that because most of my friends, my age mates, they're all in uni, right? And back home, I don't really have friends because I leave in the morning, I come back in the evening. So I barely see
She's
anyone.
tasted the money. So she's like,
Yes.
our language is not the same.
So I just have people that I mix and mingle with, which is at work and maybe clients. So I barely have friends that are very close. And actually, the people that I try and mix and mingle with at times, they end up seeing as if you know bore because you love your business so much. You're always thinking,
come on.
what next are you going to do? So I barely have friends. All I do is I love being online because I feel I'm a great marketer. So I'm actually, most of my time I spend it online. I don't even attend those shows, whatever my age mates are busy doing. Trust me, I don't do that because I don't find the excitement, or I'm not even interested. So I barely have friends. I want to feel like I want to bore. Oh, you're always talking about your business. We can't even go out. Yeah, chi. So I'm like, okay, it's fine, guys. So I just have people from work that I work with. I feel those are my friends because if I come with an idea, guys, I have an idea. I think if we do this, where I'm coming from and where I'm going.
Yeah. Yeah, Becky, it's amazing. I love how she's talking about things we've spoken about many years back on the show, that your association determines your destination. And if you keep hanging around with chickens, like she is now, because she's an eagle, she's soaring high. And some of her age mates, unfortunately, are not people who are similar minded with her. And my greatest advice to you is that look for people who are successful, female entrepreneurs, and we've got many. We've got Dr. Divine Kukula, Sodwa Mkandla, Nobu from NutriFood. So many amazing people out there. Pursue them. Ask them, what did they do at this time? Because I'm telling you, 4 or 5 years with proper mentorship, you will grow. When I was like you, I thought I was Superman. I thought I could do everything. I thought I didn't need help. But the most important thing I did was surround myself with mentors. So make sure you find a mentor and somebody to help you to grow your business.
It's 1 o'clock on Cappy Talk, so we're going to close off Hustle Hard properly soon after the news. We want to make sure that Ethel and the listeners get proper value out of this. It's 1 o'clock.